right, Adam. Ow.
Viewer discretion is advised.
If you feeling like a pimp, niggas gon'
Awesome sauce. Hello, everyone. This is Blind Adam Wonders, the Comic Pimp. Happy Wednesday. I hope you had a beautiful, amazing Wednesday. I hope you had a profitable, kick-ass new comic book day as well. We already said, testify. Amen. Tonight, here at Awesome Sauce Radio. Remember, you don't need sight to have a vision. It's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. We're going to kick ass, take names, pimp whores, game theme. We're going to go cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Tonight. But before we get into the heart of the matter, before we get serious for a couple minutes, I first would like to thank my sponsors. I'd like to first thank Comic Crusaders, www.comiccrusaders.com. Please check them out. All their amazing news and all their amazing podcasts with all their beautiful personalities, including the voice of God in South Omega. You can send them hate mail on my behalf. That would be cool. But www.comiccrusaders.com. You tried the rest with comic book news. You got to be at the best Comic Crusaders, yo. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Big Apple Comic Con. Big Apple Comic Con returns December 16th in the New York Hotel from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. I believe I'm going to be set up there. I know Calamity Collectibles will be there. But, yeah, come on. The Christmas Con has returned. I mean, can it ever be a Hanukkah convention, Mike? Really? We just have to have. Look at this. It's the Christmas Spectacular. Christmas. Bullshit Christmas. Santa Claus and Rudolph. With his red nose. All right, I'm going to get off this rant. It's not even it's not even the Halloween yet, but all the Halloween decorations are already out. Since Halloween starts, Christmas starts the day after Halloween anyways. Like, no one ever gives two shits about Thanksgiving. But BigAppleCC.com, tell them by now I sent you. December 16th, New Yorker Hotel, 77. Love those guys. Comics Exposure. Comic Exposure is one of the leading retailers in New York City. These days got exclusive variants. I cannot wait. They do have free variants coming out that I got to get more information on. But anyone that's going to show Frankenberry, Count Chocula, and Blueberry Love can't be wrong. They have really affordable omnibus and Marvel Masterworks editions. They got ratio variants. Go to comicsexposure.com. Tell them Blind Adam sent you. And show them some love. I love you, Eddie. Be contacting you soon. Also, I want to give Fury Comics some love, too. FuriousComics.com. He's the sidekick to Comics Exposure. He's awesome. He's amazing. Also, want to give some love to, Chicks Comics. Chicks Comics is on Whatnot. They have their own website. They're on eBay. They have their own little exclusive variants. They got titty books. They got great ratio variants. They're doing great things all the time. Maybe she's gonna start showing her feet on OnlyFans like she was talking about. I was trying to help her with that because that's what I do. Because Whatnot and OnlyFans are like the same thing, anyways. But Chicks_Comics. Tell them about it. I'm sent you. Much love, much love. Of course, we got New York Comic Con coming up, the 12th through the 15th or 16th or some shit like that. Javits Center, New York Comic Con returns. I'm probably going to be spending some mad money on Tom Hiddleston because they just announced they're doing a signing with Tom Hiddleston today. So I've been getting me a copy of that Journey into Mystery 622 second print photo cover and get that signed by Tom. Maybe even record the whole thing for the podcast. Maybe see if I can get him to review the sweet and sour McDonald's sauce for me. They had to do the Loki meme. Look at that. Of course, my brothers and sisters, in that referred through the fifth, we have the sexiest, the kinkiest, and the greatest convention on God's green earth coming back to the New Jersey Convention Center. Blind Adam and Awesome Sauce Radio will be there. We'll be getting paid late of May the whole weekend at Exotica. Exotica Expo returns to New Jersey, where there's going to be porn stars, seminars, ladies getting free all Friday. Yeah. There's going to be BJs and HJs from around the waves. ExoticaExpo.com. Tell them about that. I sent you. And get paid little May there today. Go. Yeah, buddy. Also want to give a huge shout out to Bad Dragon. Bad, BAD-DRGAON. And, if you need any toys to spice your sex life up in between the sheets and show that heat, you can get cock rings. Because just like with Al, any cock will do. Yeah, buddy. But they got Hachis, they got wands, they got all sorts of really cool toys that you can use in the bedroom with your partner. Bad-dragon.com. Tell them Blind Adam sent you. Love those guys. They're going to be helping me get some interviews at Exotica Expo, and I cannot wait. I also want to give a shout out to Miss Michaela Cox. Miss Michaela Cox. She's on the Chatterbaits. She's on Pornhub. She's on OnlyFans and Fansly and all that good stuff. So just check out Miss Michaela Cox wherever you find your whack-off materials. And, of course, my other partner, the woman who edits all my bullshit and makes it look like gold. Someone who's going to be one of my cohorts in crime at Exotica Expo, maybe Comic-Con, New York. We're going to be making Steph Daughter's Delights together sometime in the near future. She's going to be doing a Whatnot show with me in the near future, dressed as Daisy Duck, because I got plans. Miss Maya Romero. You got to go to all the links where she's at. Support Maya Romero. Tell her Blind Adam sent you. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Also, of course, Calamity Collectibles. Calamity_collectibles on eBay. Give them a smack across the face. Buy some of this overpriced crap. He knows how to ship. I'll give him that. And he hooks people up with good deals every now and then. He hooked me up with the Hulk 441, the She-Hulk variant, which I forget where I put in the box after Sunday because I'm an idiot. It's also on Calamity_collectibles on Instagram. Tell him to take the Cars for Kids commercial and shove it up his ass.
Adam, you told me last week that Calamity likes to fart in his hands and then smell his palms.
Yeah, he's weird like that.
Okay, just wanted to confirm.
Yep, very weird. But now that we got all the sponsors and shout outs and I want to just even though this is the Wednesday edition 42, technically this is episode 750. So to everyone that's made 750 podcasts and almost 9 years a reality for me, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I hope, God willing, I get another 9 years out of this, and we get to go bigger and better, and we get on a Sirius XM one day, and then we're gonna win an AVN for best podcast when I get a BJ on this dirty show. Even give out my sloppy seconds because I'm a nice guy.
No, I'm good, bro.
He's good. Hey man, I was always taught to share my toys, and now you don't want my sexy toys.
Oh my God!
More for me, I guess.
Look how you treat these wonderful women. My God.
But So all kidding aside, to everyone, to my old crew over at Demon Seed Radio.
2023-09-1401102.183 right bracket.
What the hell is your shit doing now, bro?
It's being a dumbass. But I just want to say to everyone, thank you. I could never imagine that these beautiful dreams, everything's coming true the way it is. So hopefully we make the trek up to 800 eps, and I have some cool things planned. But I'd like to get serious for a minute, and I didn't get to do this Monday. And I can't believe it's now 22 years since September 11th, 2001. And to all the victims, to all the first responders, to anyone in, America, but especially in my fellow New Yorkers who were affected by the events of those days, my heart goes out to you. I'll never forget that morning as long as I live. I was getting ready for class because I was in college at the time, and what always kept me from getting homesick was I listened to Stern in the morning. I'd shower and get dressed, and have my Pop-Tarts and all that. Joe Call was the big thing. I was a Joe Call guy back then too. So I'm listening to Stern, and then I hear him talk about, the first plane hitting. I was like, nah. Please tell me this is some type of really bad, bit that's in really bad taste. And then my girlfriend at the time comes knocking on the door. She's like, turn on the fucking TV. Turn on the TV now, and you're getting destroyed. I'm like, get the... And I turned on the TV, and I was like, holy shit. And, after watching the second plane hit and then the towers falling, I was like, wow. And there were people who were running in to help others that day, and that just, just really shows the beauty of humanity. So my heart goes out to everyone, and I just hope that we never forget, because with how crazy the world is today. But to all the NYPD, I love you guys. You're the ones that give me shit at Part Authority. I love you. To all the NYPD, I love you guys. All the first responders, much love. And just let's never forget, because I still can't even go near that area without feeling weirded out a little bit. So what we're going to do now is, Marvel Comics did a Spider-Man comic to pay tribute to it. And I found a motion comic. People know that motion comics are my addiction nowadays. So someone actually animated the Spidey 36, which was Stan Tall. So without further ado, my brother, let's play this.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program to bring you the following special bulletin.
Longitude 74 degrees 0 minutes 23 seconds west. Latitude 40 degrees 42 minutes 51 seconds north. Follow the sound of sirens. God. Some things are beyond words, beyond comprehension, beyond forgiveness.
Where were you?
How could you let this happen?
How do you say we didn't know? We couldn't know. We couldn't imagine. Only madmen could contain the thought, execute the act, fly the planes. The sane world will always be vulnerable to madmen, because we cannot go where they go to conceive of such things. We could not see it coming. We could not be here before it happened. We could not stop it. But we are here now. You cannot see us for the dust, but we are here. You cannot hear us for the cries, but we are here. Even those we thought our enemies are here, because some things surpass rivalries and borders. Because the story of humanity is written not in towers, but in tears, in the common coin of blood and bone, in the voice that speaks within even the worst of us and says, "This is not right." Because even the worst of us, however scarred, are still human, still feel, still mourn the random death of innocence. We are here. But with our costumes and our powers, we are writ small by the true heroes. Those who face fire without fear or armor. Those who step into the darkness without assurances of ever walking out again, because they know there are others waiting in the dark, awaiting salvation, awaiting word, awaiting justice. Ordinary men, ordinary women, made extraordinary in acts of compassion and courage and terrible sacrifice.
We voted. It's the only way to stop them hitting Washington. I love you.
Ordinary men, ordinary women, refusing to surrender. Ordinary men, ordinary women, refusing to accept the self-serving proclamations of holy warriors of every stripe who announced that somehow we had this coming.
Probably what we deserve. All of them who tried to secularize America. The pagans and the abortionists, the feminists and the gays, the lesbians and the ACLU. I point a finger in their face and say, you built this happen.
It is God's will that America should fall through their iniquity and their sin.
We reject them both in the knowledge that our tragedy is greater than the sum of our transgressions. Bodies in free fall on the evening news, madness in mosques, shouting down 14 centuries of earnest prayers, forgetting the lessons of crusades past, that the most harmed are the least deserving. Hi, listen, you shouldn't be out here. This isn't a good place for you to...
My dad went in there to get something. He said just a minute.
You shouldn't.
And if I wait and stay here, I don't know if you'll be okay. Because I'll do what he told me, and Daddy!
There are no words. There are no words. The death of innocence and the death of innocence. Rage compounded upon rage. Rage enough to blot out the sun and the air, filled with questions.
Is it going to happen again? What do I do to my children? Why did this happen?
They ask the question, why? Why? My God, why? I have seen other worlds, other spaces. I have walked with gods and wept with angels, but to my shame, I have no answers. He's the only one who could know, because he's been here before. I wish I had not lived to see this once. I can't imagine what it is to see this twice. I just can't imagine. What do we tell the children? Do we tell them evil is a foreign face? No, the evil is the thought behind the face, and it can look just like yours. Do we tell them evil is tangible, with defined borders and names and geometries and destinies? No, they will have nightmares enough. Perhaps we tell them that we are sorry that we were not able to deliver unto them the world we wished them to have, that our eagerness to shout is not the equal of our willingness to listen, that the burdens of distant people are the responsibility of all men and women of conscience, or their burdens will one day become our tragedy. Or perhaps we simply tell them that we love them and that we will protect them, that we would give our lives for theirs and do it gladly. So great is the burden of our love. In a universe of Game Boys and VCRs, it is perhaps an insubstantial gift, but it is the only one that will wash away the tears and knit the wounds and make the world a sane place to live in. We could not see it coming. No one could. We could not stop it. No one could. But we are here now with you today, tomorrow, and the day after. We live in each blow you strike for infinite justice, but always in the hope of infinite wisdom. Because we live as well in the quiet turning of your considered conscience, the voice that says, all wars have innocence, the voice that says, you are a kind and a merciful people, the voice that says, do not do as they do, or the war is lost before it is even begun. Do not let that knowledge be washed away in blood. When you move, we will move with you. Where you go, we will go with you. Where you are, we are in you. Because the future belongs to ordinary men and ordinary women, and that future must be built free of such acts as these, must be fought for and renewed like fresh water, because a message must be sent to those who mistake compassion for weakness, a message sent across 6,000 years of recorded blood and struggle. And the message is this: whatever our history, whatever the root of our surnames, we remain a good and decent people, and we do not bow down, and we do not give up. The fire of the human spirit cannot be quenched by bomb blasts or body counts, cannot be drowned by tears. We have endured worse before. We will bear this burden and all that come hereafter, because that's what ordinary men and women do, no matter what. This has not weakened us. It has only made us stronger. In recent years, we as a people have been tribalized and factionalized by 1,000 casual unkindnesses. But in this, we are one. Flags sprout in uncommon places, the ground made fertile by tears and shared resolve. We have become one in our grief. We are now one in our determination, one as we recover, one as we rebuild. You wanted to send a message, and in so doing, you awakened us from our self-involvement. Message received. Look for your reply in the thunder. In such days as these are heroes born. Not heroes such as ourselves, the true heroes of the 21st century. You, the human being, singular. You who are nobler than you know and stronger than you think. You, the heroes of this moment chosen out of history. We stand blinded by the light of your unbroken will. Before that light, no darkness can prevail. They knocked down 2 tall towers. In their memory, draft a covenant with your conscience that we will create a world in which such things need not occur. A world which will not require apologies to children, but also a world whose roads are not paved with the husks of their inalienable rights. They knocked down 2 tall towers. Graft now their echo onto your spine. Become girders and glass, stone and steel, so that when the world sees you, it sees them. And stand tall. Stand tall. Stand tall.
You can cut it here. Very beautifully done.
It's over, bro.
No shit, Sherlock.
You're an alien. Everybody, Adam is declaring himself an alien today. On National Alien Day, he is on the planet Pluto. That's
I'm
right.
on the planet Uranus. I'm on the planet Uranus, son.
Nah, bro. You see, you say not to talk about ass. I didn't want to go that way. I try to protect you this week. But if that's the way you want to go, I'll just go ahead and
Wait,
talk to him. He
but
can make all the ass jokes that he wants because he's actually seen your ass apparently, and he's moist for it. He says.
that's true. He's a sick bastard. What can I say? But yeah, that was very beautifully done, and it's
I
one
know
of
you
the gems of motion comics that I found.
and the people aren't watching. I know Adam's blind, so he can't see this himself, but he was crying.
Yeah, it was actually.
You
But
can't
I also
see.
want to just show some of my favorite comic books, either paying tribute to the World Trade Center or featuring them on the cover or in the story. And the first one I want to show is Uncanny X-Men 189.
Why you want to show this, Adam? Why this one?
Because this is where they tell a little bit more about Rachel Summers' history from the Days of Future Past timeline.
Rachel Summers, the worst character ever. You mean?
Hang on, but there is a. And this is a comic that came out in 85, 86, something like that. And it has a 2-panel thing of the trade centers on fire.
Oh, well.
Just basically says the towers have been destroyed, thousands dead, more injured, and it just has this really eerie looking image of the towers on fire. I discovered that book like about 2 weeks after the events happened, when I was Googling stuff, when everyone was coming up with their stupid conspiracy theories and blah, 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 which I'll get to in a minute. The next thing I want to show, did I do the X-Force, or did I do the Cap next?
Cap.
All right, this is one of my favorite covers of Captain America of all time. This is issue 383, and if this doesn't show Americana or Captain America, I don't know what does. This is done by Jim Lee, and it's just a beautifully done cover. Like I said, I have a couple of these in 9/8. I think I'm gonna, if Jim Lee's at New York Comic Con, I think I'm gonna get a couple of them signed. And Singer the series. And now comes one of my favorite storylines of the 90s. Rod Liefeld, Todd McFarlane goodness. The final times that both Rob Liefeld would work on X-Force and Todd McFarlane would work on Spider-Man. This story involved the World Trade Center, and ironically, this came out before the bombing in 93. And in 91, there was a story in a comic where the Trade Center got, hit. Once again, just, all the idiot conspiracy theorists, hey, the towers were in New York City and American landmarks, you stupid. Amazon, shut up. I'm trying to make a point here, asshole. To all you idiot, inside job douchebags, just shut the fuck up. Just please. To hear one more thing about how the Simpsons predicted 9/11, I swear I'm going to go to your house and fuck your wives. Bunch of idiots. I swear to Christ. Now I'm going to show one of my favorite. If anyone can find me a copy of this, I will gladly pay $100 plus. This is a Sesame Street magazine from October 1976. And this has Cookie Monster climbing up to the World Trade Center, eating it like a giant cookie. I probably had this as a kid. I used to like Sesame Street magazine because I was trying to impress this girl back in preschool. This is what I do. But like I said, I can find other issues around. I can never find this one on eBay in the wild. Talk to other retailers. But you see that right there? To all you little conspiracy theorists and predictive programming douchebags. Oh look, it was on the cover of a magazine in 1976. They knew. Fuck you all. You know, sometimes just bad things happen, and we just have to learn to deal with it. I swear to Christ, yo. It's giving our government way too much credit that they can plan something 20, 30, 40 years in advance.
That's what you've done, Adam.
But you know, the next book is this is reprints the Amazing Spider-Man 36, the Stand Tall thing that we just watched animated. This is Marvel Must-Haves number 2. It reprints the Spidey 36, the tribute issue. So this is a cheaper way to get the book. It also reprints.
You have the original, Adam. You want it? I give it to you for $5,000, cheap.
No, I got like five. I got 10 copies.
I'll sell you mine for $5,000 because it's the mega edition.
Nope. I got the pimp edition. I got like a 10-pack, yo.
Well, you need the mega edition too, bro.
No, I don't need no mega edition. I ain't no need no mega edition, man.
Bro, I'm gonna sell out the shit out of you, New York Comic Con. I'm saying
I can't wait. When we meet at New York Comic Con, I'm gonna whip your monkey ass.
You hear this live on air, Brian Adam versus Al Murder in the streets of New York during New York Comic Con.
Yeah, we're gonna. I know if a
blind person match of the year, bro.
And if a blind person hits a Puerto Rican, is it still a hate crime?
It is. Even double so, because you didn't hate me because you saw me.
And the last book on the list is Marvel Flip Magazine number 7. This is another reprint of Spidey 36.
Damn, how many reprints?
It also has the reprint of Runaways number 1.
Shit, $80? God damn.
Yeah, man. The Marvel Flip magazines were not printed in large numbers. And it does have a beautiful Spider-Man cover on it.
Yeah, it is a dope cover. I agree.
You know, and like I said, so it's reprints an issue of Spider-Man. I think to this day still does very well in the aftermarket.
And folks, the reason you don't see Adam sitting on the chair is because it's inside him. Anyway, what are you saying?
The chair is not inside me, bro. Mr. Mega, voice of God, I had a question for you.
What's going on?
For crowdfunding, what do you think is better?
Look at that. Are you asking me because just today, I found out that the Comic Crusaders podcast is the #1 crowdfunding podcast ever. There we go. So what was your question?
No, so basically just Kickstarter versus GoFundMe.
I mean, those are two different things. A GoFundMe is I feel more of a personal endeavor versus the Kickstarter, which is actually for comic book projects. The GoFundMe, I've seen it used more for personal endeavors and for movies, but I've hardly ever seen a GoFundMe on comics and be like a platform where comics are discussed. I don't see that from them. I mean, Kickstarter kind of dominates, and now we have global, global comics, and we got couple of I mean, why add yet another one to this? What are they doing any different? What are they offering that's different? Like Zoop does things different. I mean, they offer and global comics, unlike Kickstarter, they offer personal packages and publishing opportunities. Kickstarter don't offer that shit. You know what I mean? So what's gonna make this platform any different or special?
Like I said, I'll explain one of these days in our pre-production because I don't want to give too much away yet.
Understood, but yeah, I mean, GoFundMe.
I do have an idea, and I actually just from my idea, I do think that GoFundMe, because I do have some adult aspects that's not allowed on Kickstarter.
Well, again, there's other platforms other than Kickstarter for social funding. Again, we are Zoop. Global Comics. You already have the project done. You could probably start it on that platform. I mean, just because it's adult doesn't mean that it's illegal or bad. I mean, again, there are adults that want to see this. I mean, the best example I could give you, look at the Harley Quinn show. That shit ain't about Harley. That's about some other fucking wacky shit. You know what I mean?
Harley Quinn is awesome, man.
I'm not a fan of the show personally. I think that is derailed from the first season. I love the first season, but what the shit that they talk about, I don't care about it.
I don't know. As a Harley Quinn show, I think it's derailed a lot, but as a straight up comedy and a straight up spoof, where else are you gonna get to see Bane?
I cannot accept it, like that. And again, well, sure, every male's an asshole, stupid, right? Again, like all these people, you know what? I hope that those people that are striking, that those particular people that write shows like that, I hope they don't get hired anymore. That's my wish, because just fucking make good shows and stop fucking sending goddamn messages. Just do a fucking show. If that's so fucking much to goddamn ask for, just do a effing show. Something to entertain me, not messaging, trying to make genders or other people fucking feel bad. Just make a goddamn show. The fuck, this is why I am stuck watching old school shows, because there was just comedy, funny, stupid jokes, silliness.
Can I give an example of a great classic sitcom that, it didn't shove things down your throat, but still had messages and was a funny show? You know what I'm watching right now? And
who?
I did not realize how beautiful it was until I can appreciate it. The motherfucking Jeffersons, bro.
Oh yeah, but again, see, they had funny episodes, and then 2 or 3 episodes in a season, if you will, where they would touch on a social issue.
The one episode I watched the other night was the episode where they reminisce about opening up the first store.
Yeah.
And they duck in the assassination of Martin Luther King into the episode.
Yeah.
And it was it had funny bits, but for 1970s, 1980, whenever season 2 came out, that stuff wasn't done on TV back then.
Yeah,
and it made me laugh and cry. And I got very disappointed when I discovered that Sherman Hemsley, George Jefferson, passed away, because I was like, I want to interview this dude.
Oh no, man! The only living member of the Jeffersons show is Marla Gibbs, Florence. She's the only one left.
She's still alive?
Marla is, yes, in her, I believe, either her late 80s or her 90s, but she's still going on strong. Norman Lear, he did the live version of the Jeffersons on ABC a couple of years back with Jamie Foxx playing George Jefferson.
Right, I'm gonna have to YouTube that.
And they even brought in Marla Gibbs as a guest. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, at least they brought in an OG. I don't know if you saw that.
I've been watching that. I also been watching a lot of All in the Family.
Did you not see that one with Woody Harrelson doing the All in the Family? He was Archie.
I've never seen that one.
Oh my God. So yeah, they've done live action kind of, because again, it's crazy. Norman Lear created all those shows, and yet most of the actors of those shows, wait, that's what I'm saying. Most of the actors of the shows that he created are dead, and yet he's still here. I mean, who we still got? Sally Struthers and Meathead?
Yeah, Sally Struthers, who is a sweetheart in real life.
right? Rob Reiner, and I think that's it. Out of all the shows he's done, who's left from Good Times? Anyone? Oh, James is still left, right?
Yeah. Actually, he was.
Okay,
James just is on the convention circuit now. Ironically enough.
there you go. Not many people are left from those shows, but when it comes to the Jeffersons, we're not gonna get no one there except Marla. When it comes,
Yeah, I looked at the entire cast, and I was like,
yeah.
oh man, I was like, I'm gonna letters. I'm gonna get someone on the podcast.
Well, Norman Lear is still around, and he's still good, brain wise.
Norman Lear, actually, he also did one of my favorite episodes of South Park too.
Oh well, and listen, bro, that's the man that you gotta get on the show then to talk about all those amazing programs,
Yeah,
riding the line.
but I think my point was, every week I hear you, and I agree with you, and maybe it's because of certain things I'm not looking for it. But I do see a lot of messages shoved in the shit where it doesn't make sense. Just tell something funny. Tell something good. Stop trying to pander to every fucking group out there.
Thank you.
I mean, it's like I said, and I know I did this in character, and I'll say this as Blind Adam. I'll say this as Adam Anthony. I'll say it as Captain Gringo. Man, if my show offends you, then maybe you need to be offended. All right. Everyone is too sensitive nowadays. Everyone has a mission. Everyone wants to have a message. Everyone wants to say this is bad or that is bad, and it's just like I come from an era of comedy where I watch half the stand-up I grew up on would not have been made today. Half the TV shows I grew up wouldn't be made today. Half the movies that made me the man I am would not have gotten made today. I even go back and look at some of the comic books. I don't even think I don't think in today's day and climate you would have gotten a Watchmen, a V for Vendetta, a Cocaine Comics, a Ren and Stimpy, a Beavis and Butthead, whatever the fuck, because we got too many people who have bleeding hearts. And to the stupid idiots who work at the New Yorker hotel who tell me that the word blind can't be used. Kiss my fat blind ass.
Seriously. What do you mean that you can't use blind?
But I said, they're just like, you're visually impaired. I'm like, no, I'm blind. It's okay to say blind. They're like, but we can't call you blind because if we call you blind, you could sue us. I'm like, no one gave me that memo. No one asked my opinion.
So visually impaired Adam, I have to change the picture now on the show.
No, fuck that. If you change the visually impaired Adam, I will come to Massachusetts and I will beat the shit out of you. We can't call you blind Adam because you can sue us.
Wait. What about no sight Adam?
It doesn't have the same ring to it. It sounds stupid. It sounds woke.
Okay.
So woke, politically correct.
So
we want to if we change it, and maybe it changes the condition, which is fucking bullshit.
You know what, Adam, you're lying though, because you told me you wanted to poke the woke.
Well, there's this girl who's hot with big hooters who had fuck, and she was kind of woke. So I would pretend to be woke just to get in her pants and then.
So poke the woke. Poke the woke. Go ahead. That's your campaign slogan.
I like that. Let's put that on a couple. Let's give some poke the woke T-shirts and give them away at New York Comic Con.
Poke the woke.
Poke the woke.
All right.
But seriously, man,
if I see any T-shirts by Blind Adam like that, I need my money, bro.
But speaking of sitcoms. You ever see the episode of the Brady Bunch where Jan, Marsha, and Cindy all get laid?
Oh, when they had the lesbian party?
Play the trailer, sir. Play the trailer.
You sicko?
I am the king of sickos. Recognize, son.
Dear Diary, you're not gonna believe what the fuck just happened.
better finish college or my parents will kill me. What are you doing in my dorm room, Professor Nettlebeck? Oh, Professor Nettlebeck! I'm not as willing as my sister Jan is. Jan told me every filthy detail about how you made her suck your cock, and then you fucked her, you gave her good grades, then you gave her VD. Come on, Marcia, read more. He's pretty hot with the ladies, but never seems to get caught having sex in the house with her parents. And now my entire family continues to fuck my life up. Everybody was away at the movies, so he had the entire house to himself. I had no idea he had it in him, but that little fucker took care of business. If the events over the past few weeks aren't enough for me to drop out of school and become a streetwalker, what happens next is, oh my God.
Here's a story of a very special lady who was busy raising 3 teens on her own. All were blonde and dirty like their mother. The youngest one loved porn.
Here's the story of a man without a lady. He was working, raising 3 boys all alone. They were men and drinking beer together. They didn't have a home till the summer when the lady dated the fellow. And they knew that it was much more than just lunch, that the two must get it on together. It was a real good hump. This is not the Brady's, not the Brady's. This is not that sweet Quato TV show. Oh no!
Ron Jeremy said Bucci.
Testify. That was made by Sitcoms Triple X by the Hall of Fame legend that is Will Ryder. And I forget some of the cast in there, but you know.
So Ron Jeremy was delivering the meat to Alice, bro. What the fuck?
Yep. Laura Snow is in there, and I know she's retired. There's a lot of retired peeps in this as well. But like I said, it's one of my favorite trailers for a parody ever made. And you know, I just figured I wanted to share it with you all because I just love the opening. And yeah, that's just how it goes, man. I can't wait for Friday because I'm going to be interviewing Kevin Eastman again. It's going to be awesome.
Are you going to be dressed this time?
I was dressed the last 7 times, bro.
Don't lie to people, bro.
Now they can go back and watch all my Kevin Eastman stuff in past episodes, and I was always dressed. Or this time maybe I'll wear a shirt and tie. All right? Maybe I'll wear a shirt, a tie. I'll bring the pimp hat out of retirement just this once. Because I retired the pimp hat because it's uncomfortable.
So stop wearing it on your butt, bro.
I never worn it on my butt, yo.
I heard the rumors. Calamity knows everything about it.
Calamity
says, Adam.
Calamity's a douchebag.
Calamity told me that he is a blind Adam assologist.
Oh, that's because he has an obsession with my ass. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has a BA in astrology for you.
Yeah, that just sounds weird, man. But not least, the final trailer I want to show for tonight. I'll make sure not to ask Kevin any questions about this. But this comes from my good friend April O'Neil. and my good friends over at Wood Rocket Productions. When I do go out to Las Vegas, I will be filming episodes of Awesome Sauce Radio in their studios. I'm also going to make sure to get some of those Golden Gilf comic books to use as a future giveaway, autographed by the cast.
I want a Golden Gilf book, bro.
Cool, I'll make sure you get one, man. I got some coming in. Because I'm doing a signing with a couple members of the cast over at Exotica. But let's show 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is awesome. This was so happy for my friend April O'Neil who made this.
It was many moons ago, 18 years worth, below the city. There were 4 regular turtles, but then a horny dude that worked at the nuclear power plant, his radioactive sperm fell into the sewer and onto the turtles. Over time, the turtles grew, especially in the lower shell area.
You know which porn is the best porn?
Pizza guy porn.
Have you heard about the secret gang of ninjas committing crimes across the city? Of course you haven't heard. They're ninjas. They're really quiet.
Pass me some pizza. Do you want it with pepperoni? I've already got a pepperoni. It's long and green, and it's in my pants.
I am a furry.
In more news, Trump.
You're about to taste our turtle ass.
Did you like my show?
April!
Liked it, friended it, followed it, got tired of it posting like if you agree memes, unfollowed it, unfriended it, blocked it.
Rocksteady and Bebop decided to stay home because they were too horny.
We're gonna show you the secret of the ooze.
The secret of the splooge.
Nice stick.
Rock out with my cock out, dude.
Prepare to get cut. You've already been cut down there?
By our
This is
teenage
Don
mutant
Gonzalez.
ninja rabbi.
Ninjutsu Kaki!
First rule of sewer fight club is don't step in the poop.
Come a bunga, dude.
Why don't you guys just fuck already and get it over with?
I'm in.
We're coming out of our shells.
It's like 50 Shades of Green.
All's in play.
Baby batter up.
Awesome sauce! I have watched it without the sex in it, and it's hysterical.
Why you do such disgusting things?
Because it's America, and because if I don't do these disgusting things and terrorists win, then if we don't do these type of disgusting things, then we're not doing our good job as Americans. Ever think of that, sir?
Look how you talk to me, bro.
We're testifying.
Amen.
Amen,
Adam.
I have another question for you.
I don't do drugs. I never have.
Actually, ironically enough, it's about drugs. Let's just say you find out that someone you knew was a drug dealer. But they were a decent drug dealer. Like in their neighborhood, like the elderly were like well taken care of. And there was not like real crimes like murder or rape going around. But that's all they did is they sold some coke. Because I knew people like coke. But they made sure no one OD'd. Everything was regulated. Making the government look stupid. Since the war on drugs has done nothing anyways. It's all about tax money. So would that change your opinion of the person? If they were just
I don't care. Listen, if you're not affecting me, I don't give a shit. You go do you do what you gotta do and live, man. That's what we're on this earth for. Everybody gotta find their way and everybody needs a service. So if you're gonna provide a service, you provide whatever service it is that needs to be provided. You know what I mean? And if you're taking, cautions, and whatever methods that you are taking to sell your wares, if you will, that's a positive in my book. So, take care of the community, the community take care of you. Don't be an asshole. Hey, I have no problem. If you're gonna be a dick, then I got a problem.
Awesome sauce. Now, like I said, I've just been watching some weird ass documentaries lately.
Oh, I understand. But the focus of a lot of media nowadays is to make sure that we stay divided, separated, not
Exactly.
together. So don't listen to the
So
media.
it's not just me, because I can't watch mainstream news anymore.
Of course not. Mainstream news is state-controlled news. So state-controlled news is going to sell you their agendas and push that narrative, that they want you to believe in. That's not real news. That's opinion
Every
based.
time I watch the news, and this is what's angering me lately, it's like the news and just mainstream media in general has got this, you versus me, Democrat versus Republican, rich versus poor,
all it wants.
black, and it makes me want to. It's
Listen,
not the America.
Media only wants America to be destroyed. They don't believe in the nuclear family. They don't want men and women together. They don't pushing things that parents should be teaching their kids and not schools and shit like that. I don't like that at all. I again, I don't have a problem with anyone, but at the same time, let the home educate kids on certain things.
Parents were supposed to teach me things?
Huh?
My parents were supposed to teach me stuff?
Well, not teach you, but
I didn't learn nothing from no one, man.
Nah, man.
I didn't learn from no schools. My parents taught me nothing. I mean, I was thrown out of school. I was told to figure it out for myself.
I believe that's a lie, Adam, because you're still here, you're kicking ass, and that's a salute to your parents for that fact. So
I know.
So you know what? You know what? Just for your mother.
My mom to make a podcast appearance, but she's ignoring me like always.
Adam, I'm gonna dedicate the beating I give you at New York Comic Con to your parents. The beating they never gave you, or because they really wanted to, but they felt bad for you.
No, trust me.
Now they don't give a shit. They're going to fucking pay me after I take care of you. They're gonna be thank you, Al.
They'll give you the same amount of money they gave me to walk the dog. two pennies and a slice of pizza. Say go along and play.
So long as it's from New York, the pizza and the Chinese food, I'm good. I ain't that Jersey crap.
No, I hear you on that. What's the food like up in Massachusetts?
The best pizza in my town, and don't laugh, it just happens to be a coincidence. Big Al's Pizzeria.
Awesome.
As a pizza called the Kitchen Sink, Adam. They throw every meat and veggie on a motherfucking pizza, and that is the tastiest shit, and it smells so good.
Interesting.
And I also have a Greek spot that gives you chicken fingers the size of breasts.
Hot damn,
bro! You get a chicken finger meal from them. You could eat chicken 3 days in a row because they're basically giving you like a breast.
And they're just calling it a chicken finger.
I swear to God, yo, that should be lasting me 3 days.
And the only thing I can't wait to get back up to Vegas because I'm craving this place that is only in like the West Coast called In-N-Out Burger.
I'm dying to try to fucking In-N-Out. Everybody keeps talking about that shit.
I think they put drugs in the food. It's that good.
I'm sure they do.
Probably.
All right, brother. It's 9 o'clock, kiddo. You have any?
I was about to just say to everyone, Amazon, stop. I just want to thank everyone for hanging out with me for this week. I want to thank, of course, Al Mega, www.comiccrusaders.com. Please go support Al and the other Crusaders. They do amazing work. For the grace of God, I'm allowed and I have the privilege of being a Crusader. I am going to be starting to bring back some written articles sometime soon. I also want to thank, all kidding aside, Calamity Collectibles, Calamity_Collectibles on eBay.
The best dealer ever. He doesn't sell drugs.
He's a great kid, and he's a decent retailer, and I'm very proud of the progress he's made in the last year and a half. Remember, we don't need sight to have a vision. It's not what happens to us, it's what we do about it. This is America where the streets are paved with gold. Go chase your dreams, you just might catch them. Before I leave, I just have one show note. From now on, our Tuesday show and our Wednesday show will both be at 8 p.m. JV and Mark wanted me to switch to 8 o'clock so they can watch Ahsoka on Tuesday nights because, they want to watch it in real time for some reason. But I'm going to respect them. So all shows will be at 8 p.m. And we may be, I may be pitching to Al doing a third show. And that depends if we can get everything to sync up. But I love you all. I thank you for being part of my life. Go live your dreams. Blind out, I'm out.
Like a pimp.